I think I've kind of hit, every mark I've, set to hit, or that, the trainers and doctors have set for me to this point. So I'll continue to try to do that, and I'm going to push to do as much as they'll let me do. So, but yeah, I feel good about where I am. I feel good about the process that we've followed and kind of how we've gone about it. So we'll continue to work through this week, obviously, and then through the summer leading up to training camp.
What are your expectations for training camp?
I expect to be ready to go first day of training camp.
Where's the beard? Full go?
Had to clean it up a little bit. But we'll see. We had picture day yesterday, and it was just time to clean it up.
Did you lose weight?
I didn't lose any weight. No, I'm about the same.
Did anybody here lose weight? Oh, no.
Yeah. Can you still develop a rapport with your wide receivers just from some of these throws and some of the work you are doing, even though you're not participating in 11-11, especially with a guy like Malik, who is a rookie?
Yeah, I think, the reps we get in routes on air are valuable. The time we spend in the meeting room talking about things, talking about how we see certain routes, how we see, things playing out against certain looks, and all that stuff kind of helps build that chemistry and rapport, and you got to take advantage of all the time you get. So, I feel like we'll be good to go.
You expect to be here for the first day of training camp. So, what's your outlook for this team for the year in your mind? What's your overall outlook?
We have high expectations. We always do, and we're going to get there by putting the work in every day, making sure we're ready to go for the first day of training camp, and then when we get into training camp, getting everything out of each practice and improving and growing together. So we've got high expectations of what we can be as a team and what we can be as an offense.
Is this sleeve going to be a part of your uniform for the foreseeable future?
I don't know. It's just something to kind of keep it warm and something the trainers have me wearing, but it doesn't. There's no support element to it. It's just kind of to keep it warm and loose.
Why no braces? Like, what was your thinking on that?
That was a doctor's and trainers' decision, but I think it feels good, feels strong, feels stable. Just not really necessary.
Do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt that when you are cleared and you go through training camp that you will be the same dynamic athlete that you've been running, putting your foot on the ground, things like that, with no hesitation and no physical limitations?
No, I don't have any doubt about it. I think I can do all that stuff now, and I'll be even better in a month.
You can do it now?
Yeah.
You have your metrics are all.
Yeah.
You're
Daniel, what's your perception of the couple of guys they brought in to start along the offensive line and the new coach for that unit? How optimistic can you be now about improvements?
I think those guys have played really well throughout this spring, and I've enjoyed working with Carm and all those guys together, and I think they've had a good spring. Kind of gelling together, talking through things, working things out, so I think those guys have fit in, really well.
Daniel, do you plan on sticking around here for 6 weeks off?
Yeah, I'll be here mostly. I got a couple trips, but I'll be here mostly.
Level of competition rises actually today. Competition was good today. Starting to get the offense down a little bit, so I was out there playing fast.
What is it about this offense that you really like?
We got a lot of, key points in the offense that makes a lot of guys move around. You can fit a receiver in any route concept that we have, so I think we could use that as our advantage this season.
How's your rapport with Daniel, and how much work do you have to put in outside, given the fact he's not participating in the 11 and 11?
When Daniel's come back, I'm sure he's going to be, a helpful to the offense, but, right now we just focus on the guys that we got in right now.
Well, how are you balancing, your number one draft pick, a lot of pressure on you in New York and everything? How are you kind of balancing keeping your focus and still delivering it the way you know you can?
Right. I feel like there's no pressure. I've been playing football all my life, I'm just trying to, stay up with the guys here, put the competition that those other guys want to see out of me. I'm just trying to be me, trying to level up my game every day that I'm out here.
Have you thought about what you're going to do after this week when you guys are done? You're going to take some time off, you're going to go home. It's like almost like a 6-week stretch after that.
Right. Right now, I haven't been thinking. I'm just locked in on, completing this week. Coming out here every day, practice with the group. When that time comes, I'll make my decision on, whether I want to take a break or, continue the training.
Is it? I mean, you've been, going at it pretty good, right? Since all the pre-draft stuff and all this
Right.
stuff. I mean, do you feel like you could use a little refresher before training camp?
Well, of course I can. But right now, I'm gonna stay in the books. With this offense, it's a little complicated. So I'm gonna stay in my books. Study. So when I come here back in training camp, I'm fast and ready to go.
How much of an impact do you think you can make as a rookie?
I'm not sure. I can only be, a great teammate to the guys here. Help my team win some football games. Do anything that Coach Dayball wants me to do in the offense.
But you consider yourself a difference maker, don't you?
Yes, of course. But right now, I'm just trying to get the offense down. Stay out here with my guys. Practice at high speed. And that's really it.
What kind of first impression do you think you've made so far?
I believe a good impression. When I'm out there on the field. The level of competition, rises at its highest, because my competition, I bring the dog, I bring the juice when I'm out there. So, having me on the field, it's been helpful to those, those older guys that's here. You just, trying to just bring some enthusiasm to when we're out there on the field. Celebrations, I know y'all seen a lot of celebrations. So, just trying to get, all the guys, ready to practice.
What's your overall impression of the weapons on this offense? The other guys, right?
Right. Wandell, Jalen High, Slay. Every time we're out there, anybody can get the ball. It's never, the ball is going to one person. So, anybody can be open at a certain amount of time. So it's great sharing the field with those guys because, we all fast and we all running, doing route concepts and stuff. So it's easy to get the ball in our hands in space.
Malik, last Thursday's practice, is that a good example of how you can take over in the way you were going deep, flying around, catching touchdowns, left and right? I mean, is that a preview of what you think you could do?
Yeah, I would say so. Just that's just me. When I'm out there on the field, it's just everything I do is just me. I can't really, say I can bring it to the NFL. I can only just, play at my level of competition. And that was one of those days, I was, playing to a high level. And I'm just glad I got to showcase that, with the team. That was really it.